What's up, people? Dwayne from D-Pad Disquisition. And before we get started, I was at work going to my smoke break. And every smoke break today, they had supervisors posted up at the doors like prison guards because people are apparently leaving a couple minutes early. And isn't that just sad? Over a couple minutes, you're going to waste time like that over a couple minutes. So every time I seen them and they went by the door, I was like, it's getting close to lunch. You better head on over that door and make sure there's no escapees from this plant, you know? They better be working till that buzzer goes off. End of story. I mean, gosh. Is that how those go? Is that how that meeting is? You better make sure everybody in this place is working until I hear that beautiful buzzer go off that I paid for. Lots of money. Cash money. That's what we're going to be making. They're all going to work till the buzzer goes off. Make it happen. Block the doors. How pathetic is that? Damn. What we're going to talk about today is what I'm going to call New Age DLC. And that's just the content and stuff that they provide you nowadays compared to how it was back when it first started, or maybe back when I first started consuming DLC, right? What got me started on this was PUBG. So I haven't played PUBG in a long time. I downloaded it when it was in demo and it was terrible. And then me and my buddy played it a little bit after it was out of demo, and it was still terrible. It was always terrible. It's been a long time now. It's been out for a long time. So I re-downloaded it to my Xbox. I turned it on after it's all downloaded. I boot it up. I'm like, I'm going to play some PUBG. I bet this is got to be improved by now. It loads up, and it's literally the same damn game. They added a map, maybe two. I don't even remember, because I've seen shit about them adding maps. But other than that, from the match I was in, it was the same damn game, and it's been forever. That game was like a joke when it came out. I couldn't believe that it was literally that bad, and they released it, you know what I mean? That demo, that was like, it was funny. Like, me and my buddy recorded videos of us, like, glitching through the ground and shit on dune buggies and all sorts of stuff in that game. It was hilarious. It was a joke when it came out, and it still looks the same today. I don't know. I didn't encounter any bugs or glitches in the one match I played, but I had no interest in playing anymore. One thing I did dig into was the loot crate stuff. I pulled it up to look at it, to see if I could use some of the points I had saved up on that dude to get some cool equipment, you know what I mean? They had like 4 crates or something, some measly, pity-ass amount of crates that you can get with in-game currency. And about 100 of them that you can get with real money. And it lets you open up the crate, so it shows you like the possibility of what you can get in each individual crate. And it's all junk. There's barely anything to get with in-game money. You literally have to spend money if you want to get any of that cool stuff. Anything. And that right there is a joke. That's pathetic. That's a horrible way to do DLC. And I feel like that's all they try to do nowadays is get more and more money out of you, which I get it. Like, they need more money. The shit's getting more expensive to make. Games are getting bigger. But there's better ways to do it than to cut out 60% of the game, or let's just say 80% of all the clothes and gear you can get in the game and put it behind a literal actual money paywall that you have to fork out your wallet to get. Especially on a game like that looks like it was on the PS2. NBA Ballers Phenom. That's what the character models look like. I don't know if you've ever played that basketball game. It's actually a fantastic basketball game. I like it a lot. But locking away 80% of the gear you can get in your crates behind actual money is pathetic. It started making me think of Call of Duty. The last Call of Duty I bought was Call of Duty Cold War. The way they do DLC, which I haven't played a Call of Duty in a long time, like it could have been like this for previous ones as well. I don't know. I played World War II a little bit, and I'm pretty sure it had some bullshit money shit in it, loot crate shit, but I don't even pay attention to that shit. They aren't forking any more money, or they're not getting any more money out of my wallet. They get plenty. Trust me, they get plenty. You see all this shit? There's more over here. That thing's full. I mean, I don't know. They get plenty of money. But the way they do it in Cold War is they do it with the season bullshit. So you pay whatever it is, $20, $25 for a season, and it lets you unlock everything you go by. But if you don't have the season bot, you unlock like every 10 you get whatever random emblem it lands on. So they're cutting out like 80% of everything behind paywall, just like PUBG, which is fucking pathetic as well. Horrible way to do it. It's another miserable fucking example. It makes me wonder why they can't take it off of, why they can't take a DLC model from someone who's done it and done it right. Now, when I think of DLC done right, games that come to mind to me are GTA 4, Black Ops 1. Although Black Ops 1, that's quite a bit of money if you add it up. But I thought Black Ops 1 was pretty good. Breath of the Wild DLC, they did it spectacularly, I feel. They did it better than most nowadays, I would say. The original Splatoon, when it came out, they gave you a bunch of free DLC, a bunch of extra guns, extra gear for free. But the game came out pretty bare bones too, so I don't know if I'd count that. I don't think that's the best way to do it either, really. Your game should come out fully packed before the DLC comes out. End of story. Those games right there did DLC fairly well and better than most, I would say. GTA 4 especially. GTA 4, Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Damned were two of the greatest DLC packs to ever come out for any game ever. I like those top my list every time, I feel like. Because GTA 4 was a full game. You got tons of hours out of that. It was a great time. It was a fantastic game with fantastic physics. The physics engine in that, the ragdoll effects, it doesn't get much better than that. I feel like there's games nowadays, like those ragdoll effects and the way it feels when you hold that up and you shoot somebody and it hits them in the chest, hits them in the leg, you know. It compares to games like Red Dead and Max Payne, you know, stuff like that. It's up there. I like it a lot. But those two DLC packs added on almost 2 brand new games. It was like going to and living the life of 2 brand new people in the same city, around the same area, and having 2 brand new GTA games with 2 brand new characters is just in the same city. There was a version that came packed with the DLC, and then there was ways you could just purchase it alone. And I don't quite remember how much they were, but it was totally worth it. Once you got done with the main story, I mean, that's the way to do it. You could buy one at a time, or you could buy them both. GTA 4 has set the bar for DLC, in my personal opinion. Black Ops 1 DLC, they sold you map packs. I think there was like 4 or 5. Black Ops 1 was my favorite Call of Duty to ever come out. I think I have over 24 days of playing that game. they were pretty expensively priced even now if you try to go back and buy it. Like, that's too much money to spend on something that old. So I wouldn't recommend going and buying it now, but I felt like that was an okay way to do it, is selling map packs like that. I can get down with that sometimes if you're into that game and put enough hours into that game. Without the map packs, you're going to be gimped at some point. So you almost have to. But that's an okay way to do it. That's nowhere near as good as GTA 4 did it. But that's okay. Breath of the Wild had a full game, fully packed. Without the DLC, it's already spectacular. So when you add packs that add all new shrines, all new story, advances the story even more, lets you look back into more of the history of Hyrule and all that. Yeah, once you get the full game, you might as well pay the $20 for the DLC, because you already got a full experience out of it. If they have a whole nother story to tell, sure, sell it to me. That's a good way to do it too. That's almost up there with GTA 4 in my opinion. I think they did it extremely well. They sold it in 2 packs. I don't quite remember what both of them did, but I know one of them carried on the story of the champions or whatever, or showed what the champions were like back in the day. And I feel like the other one was Trial of the Sword or whatever, where you have to fight naked, or you start with absolutely nothing, just underwear, and you have to pick up sticks and shit, and you start from the bottom and work your way through a whole bunch of levels, like all the way to level 50 to upgrade the Master Sword. But they did it really good too. So Breath of the Wild, it's up there with GTA 4. GTA 4 is always gonna edge it out just a little bit. Like I said, it's always at the top for me. Probably a nostalgia thing, but they did it really well. They weren't digging in your pockets. They weren't nickel and dime you for costumes. And we're going to get into costumes too, because I don't feel that costumes are all that bad. Now, subscriptions, like Nintendo Switch Online, they give you the Mario Kart DLC tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe free if you're subscribed. I don't feel like that's a bad way to do DLC. You can buy it standalone as well. I don't know how much it is, but to give away tracks, to give away DLC for free to people that are subscribed to your online service, that's a good deal. I like that. I dig it. So I don't think Mario Kart 8 tracks as DLC is a horrible thing to sell them in packs like that. Because when they did that for the Wii U, I bought them. So, and I bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which had all the same tracks I bought as DLC on the Wii U. So, but the battle mode. That battle mode's the shit. But games like PUBG and Cold War and Gears of War 4, with all their loot crate bullshit where you have to spend actual money, and without spending actual money, your odds are either like 0.1%, or you just have a 0% to get that option because you can't get any of those clothes in any of the other loot crates that you can get with in-game money, so you have to spend real money. Which is a crock of shit. That's a horrible way to fucking do it. If you're gonna do DLC, you put a full game out there, make sure it's all good, make sure people like it, enjoy it, make sure you tweak out all the bullshit that needs to be tweaked out, and then once people have time to simmer on that, if you have another part to tell, or you have another story that goes with that, or a backstory or something, make a fucking section out of it, make it a game, and sell it to me in a fucking pack like that. That's the best way to do it. And people will buy that shit. You don't have to have the loot crate gambling shit and the bullshit fucking locking guns away and fucking all that stupid shit. It just makes the game unfun to play. And I get the loot crate thing, like people like gambling, they like having the odds or whatever. But it just makes it unfair, and I don't want to stress with that. I'm too old for that shit. I don't need to sit there and try to gamble. If I want to gamble, I'll go to a casino and gamble. I'm not trying to gamble, dude. I'm trying to play a game. You know? I'm trying to enjoy my time, relax. I just want to pick up my fucking Xbox controller or play on my PC or something, you know, and chill out and relax. I don't want to gamble. And that's what it is with PUBG. They have those 4 loot crates you can get with in-game currency, and they only have a limited option. All the cool shits in the loot crates that you have to pay actual money to get. Well, guess what? I'm not buying your fucking loot crates. Fuck that. Fuck the loot crates. Fuck the gambling. I spend enough money on your games how it is, especially for your PS2 looking PUBG bullshit. I'll never re-download that thing again. I'll tell you right now. Uninstalled. Right now. But no, I feel like they could do DLC a shit ton better. And they're losing it. They're not doing it right nowadays, and they better figure it out, because I feel like we're going down a pretty steep downward slope, especially with Game Pass coming around. I feel like people are accepting lower quality games because you don't have to pay for it with Game Pass. So if the new Halo comes out and it's trash, oh, I don't care. I played it through Game Pass anyways. That's pretty much what they tell you. And unfortunately, I don't think they can make as much money off of Game Pass as they could selling a game like that. I could be wrong. I'm not a salesman. I'm not an accountant for Microsoft or anything, but I would assume that's how it would be. So eventually they're going to say, hey, they don't care if it's low quality. So we can just kind of shit it out and put it through Game Pass, right? I don't know. PUBG set me off, and I had to rant about it to you guys. You guys let me know what you think about DLC. What was your favorite game, any console, any time period, with the best DLC, where you were like, that DLC was fantastic. I bought a game, I got the full game, and the DLC just topped it off and made a whole nother complete experience, and it was fantastic. Actually, now that I talk about it, or now that I see this, it just hit me. This game right here, The Witcher 3, fantastic DLC, fantastic, 2 thumbs up. That's right up there with Breath of the Wild and GTA 4. And GTA 4 is probably my favorite GTA game. I wasn't a big fan of GTA 5. I was hyped for GTA 5 too. But no, New Age DLC is fucking trash. And that's the end of it. So, until next time, I will catch you guys on the other side. Peace out.